There is a new star in India's electric car galaxy. Tata Motors has launched the Tiago EV, another addition in its lineup, with an introductory price starting 8.49 lakhs.
The Vietnamese brand VinFast is bringing its all-electric crossover, the VF6, to India pretty soon. It will be rivaling the likes of the Tata Curvv EV.
India abruptly changed the game overnight, but the EV globe wasn't prepared for this. A nation renowned for its audacious inventions and economical engineering has shocked the world market for electric vehicles. The cost? Only $4,999. It's not a typo. An all-electric car that is unexpectedly smart, elegant, and efficient is being introduced in India for less than the price of a high-end smartphone. This is not an idea. A prototype is not what this is. This is genuine, and it's prepared to be driven. India chose a different path, creating a car for the general public, while European automakers and Western behemoths like Tesla compete for supremacy in luxury EVs, a vehicle that has the potential to spark a revolution not only in India but also in Asia, Africa, South America, and even some regions of Europe where affordability takes precedence above prestige. For industry titans like Tesla, BYD, or even Toyota, what does this mean? Will this lead to a worldwide pricing war? Will it compel the whole EV sector to reconsider what is feasible? We're going to dissect everything, from battery life to range to unexpected features that you wouldn't anticipate at this price. So buckle up, because this isn't just a new car, it's a seismic shift. You won't believe what this tiny EV is capable of. So pay attention and see it through to the very finish. Jaws fell from Silicon Valley to Stuttgart when Mumbai-based startup PMV Electric debuted the two-seat e-microcar at an introductory 4.79 lakh rupees, approximately $4,900 US. According to Times of India, indiatimes.com, the EASE, which costs a tenth of what a base-spec Tesla Model 3 in India would cost, combines a 10 kilowatt-hour battery with a range of 120 to 200 kilometers with smart car extras like remote parking assistance and OTA updates. Overnight, the global EV cost curve was reframed by just one announcement. 10 years ago, India was a reluctant adopter, bringing in R&D and expertise. Terms are being dictated today. New Delhi is being courted by Tesla, VinFast, BYD, and VW for market access agreements that depend on local manufacturing rather than just sales. The answer is straightforward: volume. Due to India's fast electric two-wheeler culture and increasing passenger vehicle penetration, EV manufacturers have more room to grow than they would in the crowded Chinese and American markets. In 2023, the Federation of Automobile Dealers Associations recorded 15.3 lakh EV sales, a 49% increase from the previous year. Counterpoint now forecasts a further 66% increase by 2024. Even more remarkable is the fact that four-wheelers, which have traditionally been regarded as a luxury niche, more than doubled to 82,105 units in 2023. Indicating that Indian households are prepared to switch from bikes and rickshaws to cars, as long as the price is right. In the past, early adopters gathered at charging stations in Delhi or Bengaluru. In Tier 2 towns like Lucknow, and even small-town marketplaces where rooftop solar panels serve as car chargers, you can see a Tiago EV speeding by these days. Anxiety about the rural range is also decreasing. Delhi's new policy specifically funds battery swap kiosks to keep e-rickshaws going and requires a fast charger every 5 kilometers on main corridors. India provides incentives to support ambition. FAME 2, 10,000 crore investment, offers up to 1.5 lakh rupees in car subsidies, as well as assistance for buses and charging equipment. Benefits are already being extended beyond fiscal year 25 to 26, according to a Budget 2025 proposal that was presented today. After FAME 2, the EMPS 2024 bridging scheme fills the void by boosting buyer credits until the next generation FAME 3 draft is finalized. Draft battery swapping guidelines, priority lending for swap station companies, standardized packs, and GST reductions on swappable batteries. In contrast to the stop-start incentives that hampered early U.S. adoption, These overlapping policies provide suppliers and investors with a clear glide path. With more than 61,000 cars sold in 2024, Tata Motors remains the market leader, but as competitors gain ground, its share fell from 73% to 62%. With its Windsor SUV and battery rental plan, JSW MG Motor tripled sales, and this summer, Mahindra's Born Electric XUV.E8 will hit stores. Software-defined scooters that update as easily as smartphones are shipped by Ola Electric and Ather Energy. Tesla invented this concept, but India is bringing it to the mass market. How can you hit a sticker for less than 5 lakh rupees without taking any shortcuts? Batteries of the proper size. In India, most commutes are less than 40 kilometers. Costs are kept low by providing 120-kilometer packs, while range-conscious customers are upsold with optional 200-kilometer modules. Regional supply networks. Import taxes and tooling expenses are reduced by domestic cell manufacture and shared skateboard platforms. Solid-state pilots. Ola Electric and Tata's Agratas JV are both aiming for mid-decade solid-state packs that might end the current fluctuations in lithium prices by offering 30% higher energy density and quicker charging. The ecosystems of Swap and Go. Bounce Infinity and Sun Mobility treat batteries like LPG cylinders. Drop, grab a charged pack, and drive off. The true adversary of cabs and three-wheelers is downtime, not range. Boardrooms take note when a reliable 4-seat EV delivers twice as many smart features as China's Yuling Mini EV while still being less expensive. Detroit and Wolfsburg automakers are concerned that India would export cheap EVs all over the world, just as it did with little gas vehicles. In the meantime, in order to stay competitive, manufacturers of charging stations, chip suppliers, and lithium refiners are speeding up joint ventures in Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. Will the $4,900 ESE continue to be the standard? Only if charging networks keep up with car sales and India expands local cell production quickly enough to avoid raw material shocks. But one thing is for sure, the era when EVs were only for the rich is coming to an end. The rest of the world is rushing to adapt as clean mobility becomes a universal right, thanks to India's Affordability First blueprint. For many years, it appeared that only Tokyo or Silicon Valley could produce innovations in battery technology, autonomous driving, and streamlined design. However, India's EV ecosystem is currently growing so rapidly that experts predict the nation will sell 10 million EVs annually by 2030. Propelling it into the top 3 EV markets globally, right after the US and China. Presenting the VAVE EVA, a tiny city automobile that was unveiled at Auto Expo 2025. Constructed by VAVE Mobility, a Pune-based company, EVA astonished spectators with its rounded, eccentric shape and power plant-like roof. Global competitors compete for the affordable $25,000 market. But EVA's starting price is only 3.25 lakh rupees, about $3,900 with a battery subscription plan, or 3.99 lakh rupees, approximately $4,800 without. Ownership is less expensive at this pricing than many cell phones that are paid for over a 3-year period. Up to 10 kilometers of free range can be obtained from a flexible solar panel sewn into the roof each bright day, which equates to about 3,000 kilometers of fuel that literally falls from the sky annually. Your drive home is already topped off when you park outside your place of employment. EVA has packs that are 9 kilowatt hours, 12.6 kilowatt hours, and 18 kilowatt hours. The smallest still handles common city errands, while the largest offers a verified range of 250 kilometers. A standard 15-amp wall socket can refuel the pack while you sleep, but a 15-minute DC fast charge zaps the pack from 10% to 70%. EVA fits into motorcycle-sized parking spaces and maneuvers through Old Town lanes because she is only 1.15 meters wide and 3.06 meters long. It is ideal for young professionals or small families that spend their days navigating traffic jams because of its central driver's seat up front and 2-person rear bench, which make it a cocoon for 3 people. Climate control prevents Indian summers, a dual-screen dash offers Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and further features are added via over-the-air updates. Safety features include a waterproof IP67 battery box, 3-point belts for all passengers, a hill hold assist, and a driver airbag. The price of Tesla's unreleased 25,000 Model 2 would be 6 times EVA's initial investment. Western and Chinese companies now have to deal with a new market formula that reduces costs by harvesting sunlight, reducing weight, and right-sizing range. Ideas that may work from Nairobi to Manila. In order to fulfill the national aim of 30% EV penetration in passenger vehicles by 2030, homegrown creativity like EVA complements multi-billion rupee bets from Tata Motors and others to establish a whole domestic supply chain, from batteries to fast chargers. VAVE EVA demonstrates that distance and GDP are no longer barriers to world-class innovation. The next chapter of clean mobility can be written in Hindi, Marathi, or any of the dozens of Indian languages, and that chapter is just getting started, according to this rolling manifesto. Not many revolutions start with big headlines or billions of dollars in finance. Occasionally, it begins with a single, silent query. Is it possible for India to produce an EV that is genuinely for the average person? VAVE EVA, a solar-powered electric vehicle that is not only manufactured in India but also for India, was inspired by this query. This car evolved into more than just a vehicle because of its profound awareness of the real-world problems that urban Indians experience, such as traffic congestion, growing fuel costs, and environmental degradation. It turned into a wheeled image. VAVE Mobility is not a multinational company with boundless resources. This modest startup from Pune had the audacity to dream big. VAVE Mobility prioritized affordability, sustainability, and simplicity over luxury and complexity. What is their motto? The appropriate technology at the right moment. Sarangadam, an engineer with a green heart, is the driving force behind this business. He thought that EVs needed to be useful, affordable, and simple to charge, rather than just tech showpieces for the wealthy, if India were to adopt them widely. The VAVE EVA isn't your typical electric vehicle. It's a brilliant fusion of creativity and compassion. Solar-powered roof. It gets its power from the sun. No fuel, no expensive electricity costs. Ultra-light design. To lessen battery strain and increase range, the car's structure is composed of cutting-edge lightweight materials. Smart integration. Even with a small amount of battery input, this electric drive system is so effective that it can travel up to 250 kilometers between charges. For people who commute every day, that is revolutionary. Designed for Indian streets. Intelligent enough to manage the commotion of urban India, yet small enough to fit into narrow alleyways. To cut expenses and remain loyal to the objective, the VAVE team created or developed every component rather than using off-the-shelf or outsourced materials. Many people thought Sarangadam's concept of a solar-powered, ultra-affordable EV was just imagination when he initially presented it. Under $5,000 for a solar-powered car? In India, they objected. VAVE, however, did not recoil. They programmed their own programming, soldered their own circuits, worked nights in labs, and persisted until that dream became a functional prototype. Today, EV aficionados worldwide, not just in India, are appreciating their bravery. The EVA is only the first step. The next goal of VAVE Mobility is to construct a 4-seater EV that is suited for middle-class families in India. The objective is a full-fledged family vehicle that is affordable, environmentally friendly, and suitable for both suburban homes and India's winding city streets. For millions of households currently torn between expensive gasoline automobiles and two-wheelers, this might open opportunities. That's not all, though. VAVE is increasing its research and development efforts in battery technology, aiming to improve sustainability, speed, and range. In order to build cars that can operate almost entirely on solar power in countries with plenty of sunshine, they are also improving solar integration. Nations in Africa, Southeast Asia, and Southern Europe struggle with high gasoline prices. With good reason, VAVE is already aiming for these areas. VAVE's reasonably priced solar EVs have the potential to significantly alter areas where gas prices are high and infrastructure is still being developed. Do you believe VAVE EVA is only for your own use? Rethink your thoughts. Additionally, the business is creating customized versions for urban logistics, food delivery fleets, and ride-sharing platforms. These vehicles will be low-maintenance and high-mileage optimized, making them ideal for companies looking to save operating expenses and go green. The VAVE EVA is more than simply a car. It's a representation. It demonstrates that even in a sector dominated by multinational giants like Tesla and BYD, India is capable of both dreaming big and delivering big. And it accomplishes this with humility. No drama or fanfare, just hard work and clever engineering. In the EV space, India has produced a jaw-dropping moment. We now want to know if you would purchase a solar-powered vehicle similar to the VAVE EVA. With a car that costs just $4,999 and has the potential to revolutionize global mobility, India has recently altered the laws governing the electric vehicle market. India has taken the risk to make clean energy mobility feasible, affordable, and available to the general public in a world where electric vehicles are frequently viewed as luxury goods. The introduction of this incredibly affordable EV demonstrates that innovation doesn't have to be expensive or associated with Silicon Valley. It may originate from regional startups motivated by genuine issues and genuine enthusiasm. This automobile, which is made for congested cities, low incomes, and environmentally responsible living, isn't attempting to compete with companies like Tesla. Rather, it is outperforming them by addressing a distinct problem: mobility for the masses, not the wealthy. The entire globe is observing. Regions dealing with fuel shortages and environmental strain, ranging from Southeast Asia to Africa and even Europe, are turning to India's action as a model of what can be achieved when technology and grassroots thinking come together. This $4,999 EV is more than simply a product. It serves as a warning to automakers around the world. Not only is the future electric, but it is also cost-effective, solar-powered, and prioritizes humans. And anyone who still doesn't think India can spearhead the electric vehicle revolution hasn't seen what just came out of Pune. The giant, which is powered by sunlight, has woken up. Please hit the bell icon and subscribe if this tale inspired you. We're here to share more heartfelt and straightforward stories with you about human bravery, green revolutions, and smart technology. Because of the next major revolution, it could just originate from a garage in your city. We're creating a community centered around genuine innovation, not simply glitzy technology. So please share your thoughts in the comments.